through an exclusive interview. ASOT, A State of Trance.
Hey, what's up, and welcome to a new 10 questions. And today I have a very special studio guest. Well, there was supposed to be two, but there's one. But I'm happy that you're here. Ram, how are you doing, man?
Very well, very well.
So Darren Porter was supposed to be here to promote your new mix compilation.
Yes.
So these questions are actually for both of you. So I have to ask you if you can answer them for yourself and for Darren.
Oh, well.
Yeah? Nah. The first question comes from Psytrance. When is the next collaboration between you two? Well, Darren and Ram.
Well, we actually supposed to work on it today while we were here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's probably, hopefully, January, February.
Yeah.
That's set. So there's one in the making. So
nice. Something we look for. And is it going to be part of a new compilation, new album, or just a single? I'm just trying to get some scoops out of you.
Yeah. It probably will also be part of my album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing an album for storytelling, and then I'm probably gonna do a kind of collab album behind it.
Okay.
With all the guys that I worked with in the last couple of years, and well, some of my friends. So that's going to be something special. Also.
Yeah, because in the interview on air, you told me that you've been working for 14 months on the Nocturnal Nights remixed and reworked compilation.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you have so much time right now that you can focus on two albums at the same time?
Well, of course, the Nocturnal Animals reworked and remix album is finding the right tracks, finding the classics to rework and get the rights,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of most of the time. Some records took me like 1 year or 1.5 years to even get to the point that we could sign it, and to license it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of don't take no for an answer. So I'm bucking them till I get a definitely no. If you cannot do it, if they don't do that, I'll just keep on mailing them till they go nuts for me.
Okay.
And so by this it's taking a long time, and then finding the right person to remix it, and then finally that they make the remix. It's also kind of a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So like this, it's just taking a lot of time.
So it's easier to produce a new album than to work on something like this?
Almost, yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. DJ Bedin wants to know, you've worked with some amazing vocalists already. Who else would you like to work with?
Well, for my new album, I'm doing a couple of new ones. Roxanne Emery.
Okay. We all love Roxanne. That's for sure. Yeah,
it's an amazing track. So I definitely think this will be a very nice one. I'm trying to do also a really nice cover with Emma Hewitt.
Okay.
So that will be a new one. Which one do I have more? Well, most of the
Who
other
would you
ones.
like to work with? Like on top of your list?
Oh, that will be definitely Justin Sousa or Plump.
Okay.
Justin Sousa is for me all-time favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, I think Plump is doing an amazing job. She nails everything what she does. So
they're making instant classics.
Absolutely,
unbelievable.
Absolutely. Love it.
Fernando Vargas wants to know what plugins do you usually work with to make those massive bass lines?
It's a combination. It's not particularly one, but depending on which track, it's just like I said, the combination. I use many bass lines on top of each other to create the perfect one.
What is the first plugin you load into a project?
The first plugin, well, I think it's just the normal basics Spider.
Oh yeah.
It's just to start a little bit, with the team and to just get an initial idea going.
It's too bad that Darren is not here because I'm using a lot of his presets, his packs. Those are amazing, especially for the Spire. So Darren, please keep on sending those, please. Light Control Official wants to know, what is your favorite track from your own productions? That's the hardest question that I can ever ask you.
Well, basically, it's kind of maybe obvious, but of course, Ramelia means the most to me. It's the most special one. But if I really say, like, outside that, what would be very nice for me, I think Soul Food Umami of The Calling with Darren together.
Okay, yeah.
The Calling, we had a Norwegian, I don't know how to call it anymore. Well, it's the Scandinavian, and it's a kind of calling. They talk to the animals like that.
Yeah.
So the singing, what she does in there, it's like how she calls the cows.
Okay.
So she starts singing in on the land, and then all the cows come. And we saw that on YouTube, like in a video, and we thought, this is just too great, So we cut it out, and we actually steal it. When then the label afterwards said, well, maybe it's a smart thing, to give her a call or to write her an email that we're kind of.
And how did she react to that?
Well, actually, she was pretty okay with it. You know, I was like, "Ooh, is this going to be a break or make moment?" And she said, "Well, actually, I do like the song, you know, and it's not what I normally do, you know, but since you used it already and I like it, you know, you can use it." And
the question is now, is she rocking that tune to get in her cows? Like, is she parking up her car or whatever next to a field, plays the tune, and then the cows come?
I asked her actually if we could do another original track together, you know, like making something special, unique. But she said, "Well, that I'm doing not, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna ask her to maybe do something for the album again because it's just a unique sound. Yeah,
cool. Melody Vittorio wants to know: are you a person that mostly says yes or no?
Oh, Jesus,
that's a good question.
It's a very good question. I'm not that difficult, so probably yes.
No, there you have it. Easy answer.
Yeah.
Alejandro Sando Valcortes, I hope I pronounced it in the right way. What has been the song you worked on the longest?
You
make a lot of tunes with orchestras and stuff in there. It must take so much time to make.
Well, of course, I'm working always with my buddy Geert Huining, you know, to make my teams. So, and he's just an absolute legend in that, you know. So, we always have big fun in the studio, and we're at the same. I don't know how you say it in English, but we're on the same level, you know.
Yeah.
We think the same, and we do the same, you know. So, it's just so much fun and nice to work with him because he just thinks a little bit different than most others.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his orchestra input is just, you know, outside dance music. If you listen what he does, you know, in his own time, it's
film
just
scores and stuff like that. Yeah,
crazy stuff. So that's why I'm a big fan of just using instruments, you know. So he's got an amazing library to use that. So it's always next level with him, you know. If you hear something from him or if he does something, so that's why I thought also I like to implement that a lot, you know. Lately, not so much anymore, you know, because we did a lot. So it's now basically time for other things. And for the new album, we did some amazing new themes. Absolutely think it's the best music we written until now. So there's definitely going to be a few surprises on the new album.
No, we have to ask you back in the studio when the time is there.
Yes.
Maybe I'm answering the question already from Akshay 25292. Who's your favorite artist? Well, Geert is definitely one of them then.
Yes. I don't have really a favorite artist. I like stuff from many people. But I think trance-wise would be still Ferry, you know. I think he's the most original continuously over all the years. So probably let's keep it on Korsten.
Toon Rossi, he wants to know any talent from Nocturnal Nights, I should say, that we have to keep an eye on. Big talents coming up.
Well, there is kind of a couple guys. I think Adam Taylor is a really nice one that's doing pretty well, I think. There's a new guy that's upcoming. He still needs to get a little bit of guidance and evolve his sound. But I think Kenny Palmer is a nice guy. Who do I think more? Good question.
Quite a bunch.
Yeah, there's quite a bunch, you know. But it's always like who thinks is the new talent or who's already like using quite a while and is kind of on the radar. So there's always difficult, you know.
Well, we have two names to watch out there, so that's nice. Well, this one was for Darren, but I'm asking you as well. How do you get your inspiration for your magical melodies? So DJ Bedin wants to know as well.
Well, I think it's mostly looking stuff on YouTube, you know, like different stuff,
like cows in the field. Because why not?
Yeah, like not really related to dance, you know, just hearing stuff, you know, what you think from, this would be cool to use or implant or get an idea for or the inspiration to do then something, you know. So this is where me and Geert actually get the most of our inspiration, you know, when we just hear something ridiculous or
Are you one of those people that is watching documentaries or whatever and suddenly hears something like, I need to take that? Or that really inspires me to do something. And then you just record it or whatever and take it along. Yeah,
definitely. That's one of me. Yeah.
That's a big tip for young producers as well. If you hear something, write it down straight away.
Definitely. I've got my note in my telephone, like this documentary.
You're humming all these melodies.
Or that YouTube thing or whatever, you know. like that.
Like that. Last question already. Fadi in Silhouette wants to know, and I want to know as well, because suddenly there was a change out of nowhere. What is the reason behind renaming Nocturnal Animals to Nocturnal Nights?
Well, that's a very nice one and a very shit one.
Oh.
Well, basically, Nocturnal Animals was of course the first name, and I checked everything and everything was fine. There was only a Nocturnal Animals already existing a label.
Okay.
But that was like that, you know. It was 5 years.
So not an active label at all.
Not an active label.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, you know, I could not find anything anywhere, you know. So I thought, well, especially because I'm from Holland, you know, and if you register here everything, then everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do the last check with the company that the Benelux Werkenbureau. I don't know how you're going to say this.
Yeah, the brand agencies.
The brand agencies they did for the last checkup, because I thought it was that label. Apparently, the Nocturnal Animals came also from Amsterdam.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So if it would be from England or any other country in the world, you know, it would not be a problem. But since it's from Amsterdam also.
But it was inactive.
It was inactive. So the guy started suing me, you know, and like I said, well, what's going on, you know? I mean,
you're not releasing anything?
You're not releasing your label? He said, yeah, but I'm still a video company. So I was like, yeah, well, video,
not related at all.
Not related, you know. So, but he kind of made a point, you know, and yeah, wanted to sue me, and so I'll get lawyers to it. And
you were like, okay, never mind.
You know, big hassle. So I thought, well, let's change the last name and then. And
I like it. Nocturnal Nights has a good ring to it, to be honest.
I kind of actually like it more.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of negative turned into a positive.
Beautiful. And now you have the new compilation Nocturnal Nights remixed and reworked. It's out now. Mixed by yourself, Kieran McCauley, and of course Darren Porter. Darren, if you're watching this, please get well. We hope to welcome you again soon here in the studio. And that's it already. Thank you so much for this interview.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next time with a special guest. And who is going to be in the studio? Mr. Marco V. See ya. Bye-bye.